Hey, amazing parents, it's Dr. Lindsay here, and Happy New Year. Let's be completely honest about something. The holidays can turn our households totally upside down. Late bedtimes, unlimited screen time, cookies for breakfast. Sound familiar? If your home feels like complete chaos right now, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to reset boundaries without feeling like the mean parent. Here's the truth. Your child actually wants these boundaries back. I know that sounds crazy when they're screaming about going to bed on time, but when structure disappears, kids feel anxious and deeply insecure. So reestablishing clear expectations isn't about being strict. It's about giving your children exactly what they need to feel safe and thrive in 2026. During the holidays, we naturally become more permissive parents. We want everyone to have fun. We're exhausted from all the activities. We're around extended family who might undermine our rules. And honestly, we think it's just a few weeks. What's the harm? And you know what? That thinking is actually fine. A little flexibility during the special occasions won't ruin your children. Research shows that occasional breaks from routine don't cause lasting damage. In fact, some flexibility teaches kids about context and special circumstances. The real problem isn't that you relaxed your boundaries temporarily. It's when those temporary changes become the new permanent routine. Now, your 5-year-old genuinely expects TV during breakfast every single morning. Your 8-year-old is shocked and offended when you announce bedtime is at 8 instead of 10. And your teenager thinks chores have become optional forever. Here's what I want you to understand. Think about it from your child's perspective for just a moment. For 3 solid weeks, certain behaviors weren't allowed. They ate dessert before dinner. They stayed up late. They did unlimited screen time. They didn't become naughty children. They simply adjusted to the reality that you created around them. So now you're suddenly changing the rules again. And from their point of view, it honestly feels unfair. Understanding this fundamental truth helps you approach the reset with both patience and confidence. You're not doing anything wrong by reestablishing boundaries. You're being exactly the loving authority figure that your child desperately needs, even when they don't realize it. Here's what absolutely fascinates me as a psychologist. Decades of research consistently shows that children feel most secure with clear, predictable boundaries. You might think more freedom equals happier kids, but the science proves the complete opposite. Diana Baumrein's groundbreaking research on parenting style found that children with authoritative parents, meaning high warmth combined with high structure, are most successful, well-adjusted, and emotionally healthy. They have better grades, fewer behavioral problems, higher self-esteem, and stronger social skills. When boundaries are unclear or constantly shifting, here's what happens neurologically. Their prefrontal cortex, which is actively developing throughout childhood and adolescence, has to work overtime making decisions that their brain simply isn't ready to make. This creates what psychologists call decision fatigue, and it shows up as meltdowns, emotional outbursts, and behavioral regression. Our family has absolutely experienced this tricky situation when we've been traveling or had guests visiting. After extended periods of disruption, we've seen epic meltdowns over the tiniest things. Everything becomes a trigger. Clothes feel wrong. Siblings are suddenly annoying. Normal rules are unacceptable. Then comes the realization that we had completely let our bedtime routine fall apart during the chaos. Later bedtimes, inconsistent wake times, skipped parts of the routine. Within just a few days of reestablishing our consistent bedtime routine, the meltdowns completely stopped. It wasn't defiance, it was exhaustion and dysregulation. Research shows that children with clear boundaries demonstrate better emotion regulation, fewer behavior problems, a stronger sense of security, better academic performance, and significantly less anxiety overall. So when your child pushes back against the boundaries this week, remember, you're providing exactly what their developing brain needs to function optimally. Let's talk about the 5 boundary areas to reset this week. You don't have to tackle all 5 at once. That would be overwhelming for everyone. But I recommend choosing at least 3 areas to focus on this week. Screen time. Announce the change clearly. Starting tomorrow, we're going back to regular screen time. And be specific. 1 show after breakfast, 1 hour after homework. Remove devices from all common areas. Use countdown transitions. 5 more minutes and then screens go away. Expect 3 to 5 days of pushback. Bedtime. You have 2 options. You can shift gradually 15 minutes earlier each night or do a hard reset. A hard reset works better for most families. Reinstate your complete routine, bath, pajamas, books, songs, and remember the key is consistency for 1 full week. Food and eating. Return to regular meal times. The kitchen is closed between meals. Return to the usual rules. You eat what's served or you prepare something quick for yourself. Children's bodies crave this structure. Respect and communication. Use the try again strategy. I don't like how you asked. Please try again using respectful words. Don't respond until they rephrase appropriately. Model please and thank you constantly. Praise respectful communication. I love how you asked that so nicely. Chores and responsibility. Create a simple visual chart. Start with the basics, making the bed, putting dishes away, tidying toys. Establish consistent timing. All toys away before dinner. Link privileges to responsibilities. When your room is clean, then screen time. Remember, you're not introducing brand new rules here. You're returning to the boundaries your child already knows and understands. They're just protesting the change. With consistency, you'll see dramatic improvements within 1 week. The way you communicate this transition makes all the difference between cooperation and total warfare. Here's exactly what to say in a brief family meeting. The holidays were so much fun, and I loved our special time together. But now that the new year is starting, it's time to get back to normal routines. That means our regular bedtimes and our usual screen time rules and our typical expectations are back starting tomorrow morning. I know that may feel hard at first, but when we have our routines in place, everyone sleeps better and feels better and has more energy for the fun things. We're all in this together, and I'll help you adjust.
For younger children ages 2 to 6, keep it simple and direct. The holidays are over, so we're going back to our regular bedtime at 7 starting tonight. For older children ages 7 to 18, include them in the process. Our routines completely fell apart over break, and I can tell everyone's feeling off. What should we focus on getting back to normal first, screen time or bedtime? Let's make a plan together. When you explain the why behind the boundaries using calm, clear, and caring language, your children are significantly more likely to cooperate, even if they're not thrilled about it. If you're new to family meetings, make sure to grab my free guide with some quick tips to set you up for success. You can snag your copy at drlindsayemmerson.com/meeting. I'll drop that link in the description below as well. Now, let's be completely realistic here. Expect resistance. You'll encounter whining, testing boundaries, emotional meltdowns, comparisons to holiday rules, and endless negotiating. Here's your strategy for handling pushback. First, validate their feelings. I know this feels hard. You got used to staying up late. Second, hold firm. And this is our bedtime. Your body needs this sleep. Third, use empathy with enforcement. I understand that you're disappointed. The rule still stands. Fourth, don't argue repeatedly. State your position once clearly, then redirect. Fifth, follow through with consequences. If you can't turn off the TV when time is up, no TV tomorrow. Consistency beats everything else. If you give in even once, you've taught your child that boundaries aren't real. They just need to push harder next time. The pushback typically lasts 3 to 7 days, then they adjust. Stay the course. Starting 2026 with clear, consistent boundaries is genuinely one of the best gifts that you can give your entire family. Your children might resist initially, but within days, they'll feel more secure. You'll feel more confident. Your home will return to a sense of calm and peace. And remember this, you're not the bad guy for having expectations and structure. You're the loving authority figure your child desperately needs. That's what amazing parenting looks like. If you want to go deeper into creating consistent routines and boundaries that stick all year long, I'd love to have you join the Amazing Parents Club. You'll get weekly live Q&A sessions where you can ask me anything, quarterly workshops on specific topics, and a supportive community of parents on the same journey. Check out my next video to learn 5 foundational parenting strategies and more about the Amazing Parents Club at the end. Here's to an absolutely amazing 2026. Keep up the incredible work on your amazing parenting journey.